Chatty. Okay.
Good morning.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, hi. Just singing our own tune.
Yeah,
It's-
singing to ourselves.
We can only hear we can only hear the beat in our own
Hey, we
head,
should come
so-
up with a jingle.
Yeah, we should.
That'd be classy.
I don't know what it would
That'd
be
take
though.
this up a notch.
It could be
I
like
think, Ashley.
swimming.
I'll look into that.
Knitting. Drink. Knit. Drink. I
No,
cannot
that's
very.
dangerous.
I can't coordinate myself.
Yeah. So you wore ranunculus
I
the
did.
first.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm
And
gonna put a tag on it.
Yeah. So, and a lot of people have been loving the ranunculuses that Linda has made, and we've talked about and photographed. And anyway, and I finally started mine, and I can now say, oh my gosh.
See, now she's
All I
saying
want to
exactly
do is knit
the
this.
same words I
It is
said.
such a fun pattern.
Yeah, and it feels so nice in your little hands.
It's got enough little technique that, I mean, last night I texted her, why are German short rows so cool?
And I
She's
didn't
like,
know what you
because
meant.
they are.
But I didn't know what you meant. I thought it was like a typo, and you meant, why are we so cool?
Yeah,
So
no.
I thought, we so cool? I said, well, it just comes naturally.
Just a
Then
random.
it was German short rows.
No, it was
What
actually-
yarns are you using, Sue, for
a
yours?
chic blend from Lenavendole,
Ooh.
our wonderful Italian yarn that's fingering, and then Kid Silk Haze. And so, and
You
it's
probably only
making,
need a couple of those.
yeah, it's just so pretty.
It
It's
feels
probably hard to
mushy.
see on the whatever that's called, iPhone.
Yeah.
Camera.
It's beautiful. The richness of the colors is
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
stunning,
it's,
really.
It just
It's a
feels
fun-
so good.
It's a fun pattern.
The idea
And
of
so-
wearing it.
I think the appeal of it is that it really doesn't take a ton of yarn. I mean, you can make it with not very much yarn. You can make it with a lot more yarn if you want to do sleeves and everything, and I'm not going to this time. But also, just the combinations you could put together. And, I mean, my mind's like, oh my gosh, this would be so fun, and that would be awesome, and kestrel, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, or mohair by itself for
Yeah.
super
I
sheer.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super light.
So there's enough. I mean, I've had to look up a few things, kind of study some things.
Yeah, the first little
She's got some.
stitch.
Mhm.
It was a little tiny bit learning curve, but you know.
Then you
hardly
get
at
it
all.
going,
You
and
get
her
it, you got
her
it.
little videos are. There's no sound. It's just her doing the stitch with white yarn.
Which
I love
appreciate
that.
because I sometimes those.
I don't need to
tutorials
hear
are
the
like,
birds.
Jabber. I'm like, I just get to the actual stitch that will
Right.
take you 2 seconds.
Mhm.
That's I don't want to watch 15 minutes. of
Right.
jabber.
And then it's been a while since I've done German short rows, so I had to review that. And what just so cool. So that's why
Yeah.
are they so cool?
I know.
So yeah.
But
That's the
funny-
ranunculus.
Yes.
In case
Yeah.
you're just
And we
now
have a class
joining us.
scheduled
Mhm.
for ranunculus later in early October. It'll start, and Cindy's going to teach that. She jumped on the ranunculus bandwagon and loved the pattern too. So
Yep.
yeah, I think
I know.
yeah, it's a good one.
You can register for that on the
Right,
website.
on our website, yeah,
Yep.
we've already got
Yarn.bar.
Yarn.bar.
And we'll talk about that in
right.
the email I think tomorrow too. So anyway, new yarns are coming.
Yep, we gotta show you a couple
Mhm.
new yarns that we're really excited about. This one is called Mochi. And we just thought it was really fun. It's that chainette. It's got some
It's kind of like a tweed.
kind of.
It's got
let me
little
see
like
if you can
I don't know if it's
see this
little fluff from the
yeah,
mill
let me
floor
see.
or what's in there, but there's specks of color.
Yeah, so it's really fun when it knits up. You never know what to expect.
And that could potentially be a ranunculus too.
It
by
could be a
itself.
ranunculus. It's going to be a felix.
It is.
It
and
is. Someone
Tish
bought
bought
it.
some
Yep.
to do a nook for her daughter.
Yep.
Oh, hope she's not. I don't think she watches
Okay.
this.
Surprise!
Surprise!
Spoiler alert. But I'm actually using it on a pattern that I've sort of wanted to try for a while. So this is Kat Bordy's Rio Kalina cowl. And the cool thing about it, it's not really a pattern. It's more of like a recipe.
The formula.
Yep. Yeah, she just gives you a formula. So this is really free form cabling, which I can't tell you is such a joy to not have to stare at a chart. I get to make it up as I go along, And this goes to like 34 inches, and then the cowl itself is formed by how you sew it. So, but
Fun.
it's actually pretty fun, and it went pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
So there's just a quick little, you just use 4 little stitches is how you kind of are thinking about it, and
Huh.
I think it'll
Does
be
she
really
give
fun.
you some guidelines, like for cable options?
Well,
or-
what she does is she gives you, it's a purl 1 knit to purl 1. Like you're gonna do your cabling within those 4 stitches, and
you just
she calls it, like kind of like how a river flows.
Mm-hmm.
So she also has a pattern called the Versa Tildes,
Mm-hmm.
which is all I think in the same
Okay.
vein,
Mhm.
and
Fun.
yeah. So and
Yeah.
I thought I've knit catboardy things before,
Mhm.
but I think now is a good time to do it too.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And that's a Rio Kalina.
Right.
Okay.
Just look up catboardy, and that's cat
Mm-hmm.
and BORDHI.
Yeah.
Unwrap.
Okay. Another new yarn that we got in, I think last week, was a fresh shipment of Madeline Tosh DK. We love it. And with our colorwork yoked class that's coming up, the
yeah.
workshop, that is going to be on September 19th in the afternoon. We've got, I think, 5 different patterns to choose from. And anyway, Madeline Tosh, DK weight, DK and worsted weight patterns they are, and that's just fun to play with. We sold a sweater for it yesterday. And then here's cardigan. We have just a few of these left. So they were all inspired by the Taylor Swift cardigan song,
All
the
the
video.
Swifties like it.
And in the video, there's these rich, lush greens, and so they were going crazy, I guess, in their dye studio, just like couldn't stop playing it. Anyway, it is fantastic. It's a fun green. So their colors are lovely. We had a nice visit with the rep on last Friday. So it's so nice to see yarn in person. I mean, that's what we miss about Market, just not seeing the physical displays and the actual yarn. And that's why we think it's pretty hard to buy yarn online unless you know exactly what you're looking for. So, again, it's just fun. So.
And it is on our website.
Speaking of online shopping, but yeah.
Yeah, but if you see something or saw something in the store, and we do have a lot of out-of-town tourists that come, and if they see something, they can always get it. So
yeah, after the fact, it's kind of nice. And if you know what have something you've used and you know that you like it. So anyway, okay, now super fun. I mean, it's all fun, but this time of year is perfect for knitting.
okay.
New, finally, the Rowan fall lineup is landing.
Yay!
Yeah, drum roll.
Yay!
I think we do need a soundtrack.
Yeah.
We're pretty excited about this.
So Rowan everyone knew with COVID that they were going to be delayed by, they said a month, and they've stuck to that. Usually Rowan fall lineup lands kind of religiously in August, and so, but this year it's all pushed to September and October. But yeah, so the Rowan Magazine, a lot of people kind of live by the Rowan fall and spring magazine. So number 68 has been released. It's in the shop, and it's so pretty.
To die for, you guys. Everything in this magazine you will want to make.
First of all, I love that they chose to put on the front this fantastic but simple shawl. It's not a complicated, I mean, some Rowan patterns people look at it and say, oh, I can't do that. But anyway, it's just so nice. We're going to kind of go through and highlight for you a few that really kind of jumped out at us right away. And we've also had 2 fantastic and long Zoom meetings with Rowan to kind of go through, and since there wasn't a market, for everyone to get on the same page for, so to speak, for where they were. Okay, so our first one that we want to highlight is called Abbotsford, and it's a design by Vibe Ulrich, I don't quite know if I've pronounced it right. But she's using Alpaca Classic Held Double and Alpaca Classic. This is the one new shade of Alpaca Classic this season. So their palette's beautiful. Alpaca Classic is basically cotton and alpaca at 50% each. It's very squishy and light, and we've actually knit a Carbeth held, and so it was held double. We can truly attest to its just fantastic lightweight warmth, squishiness. I mean, it's
squishy.
It's divine. And that pattern, it's so pretty.
It is. It's pretty classic.
The
but you
lace
can wear
work,
it with everything.
It's gorgeous.
So
we love it. So yep, that's the first one that jumps
that
out
one
at us.
is called Abbott's Ford.
Right, and these patterns are not available on Ravelry. At some point in the future, I think Rowan goes back and puts some of them back in, but right now the book's actually a ton of patterns. You know, it's a pretty good value. And a lot of people, especially in the UK where Rowan is based, you know, live and die for the Rowan Magazine, and that's kind of all they work off every year. And it, you know, I could definitely see doing
All
that.
right, you get to pronounce that. Coulzian.
So that's a Lisa Richardson design, and she is Rowan's head designer. Delightful lady. That is so pretty with the belt. You don't have to belt it. It could just be, and the design is basically a rectangle. You know, she's got some shaping in there, minimal shaping, and then that fantastic cowl.
I do think that belt, though, really kind of keeps your eye in. It gives you a waist.
Mm-hmm.
Where if you didn't have that, it would just be, you know, a big box, and that's okay too. But I do think having that belt,
it's comfy and flattering, and it's not going to be clingy.
Right.
It's really beautiful. It looks like a beautiful thing to wear. And again, that's done with Alpaca Classic. I don't think that's doubled up, so that's going to be really lightweight, drapey, beautiful layer. Yeah, nice.
Okay, this one, I'm just stick this right there.
That looks great.
This one is called Manderston.
That's an Arnie and Carlos design.
I love this. I love the neckline. I love the design. I just look so easy to wear.
Modern color work.
I just
and
love it.
And it's felted tweed, which is an all-time favorite from Rowan. It really, and we totally get that.
I don't know if you can
Felted
see
tweed's beautiful.
that neckline. It's really fun. It's just such an easy line. I love that. And you can go bold in your colors or go subtle. I just think this is just a fun. And one thing we should mention is a lot of these patterns, most of them, I think, are top down.
This section definitely is
kind of a new thing for Rowan. They don't always do that.
Well, I think they're in the UK. I think they're much more comfortable, you know, knitting pieced garments and seaming, and that has a lot of advantages. But a lot of North American knitters love knitting in the round, do not want to seam, do not want to purl, yada yada. Call us lazy, I don't know, but so Rowan, in this section of the magazine, they did ask their designers to really focus on knitting in the round, you know, and it is classic. I mean, Norwegian sweaters forever have, you know, that yoked thing.
Yeah, it's not a new thing.
Not a new thing.
All right, this one I'll let you talk about.
Okay, hang on, I gotta get there.
Kelly.
Sorry, I think we could drag this one out for a long time, you guys.
I think we could.
So another Alpaca Classic design, and that is Kristen Tendyke. But yeah, look at these. I mean, wait, this isn't Alpaca Classic. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up. But anyway, here's our Alpaca Classic.
This is Alpaca Classic. Yep, I haven't done any color work with Alpaca Classic, but I think it'd be beautiful.
Oh, it'd be really pretty. Yeah, that's a lovely yoked sweater, and that would be really lightweight. Again, you'd have the warmth kind of at the shoulder because it would be doubled up. But Alpaca Classic has a beautiful color palette.
Wow, even this icy look. Wouldn't that be pretty?
Yeah. Here's a pretty one that Miss Linda loves.
Yeah, I do like this one a lot. I feel like I could really wear it. Although you guys seem to think that I might have trouble moving around, but I think I figured it out. I think you'd have to call that kind of a swancho. It's kind of like a poncho, but it's got sleeves. I just think it'd be fun. Plus, I don't know. I love the embroidered.
Yeah, it's hard to see on the camera, but there's tiny detail at the top.
And they said, go through at the end, and I think you do a little embroidery.
I think I can do a French knot.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think that's really fun. I just love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like that'd be a fun
Again,
thing to
felted
wear
tweed is a nice weight of yarn.
But, I'm kind of thinking the thing about the fall thing, how we all want to go shopping in the fall. It's like back to school. Let's go shopping. I think that's one reason I'm really excited because I've always loved fall clothes and sweaters. And
I mean, part of this, too, is the photography. Their magazines are always really beautifully photographed. And this is no exception. But I mean, we're all ready for these colors.
It'll go with all of this magazine.
Yeah, you can go to a Scottish estate and get your photographs done.
Okay,
yeah, it's really beautiful.
That's
pretty.
That'd
be a fun layer. So, and that's a really easy knit. It looks like
Yeah, it doesn't look hard.
Just do a little shaping and seaming there. It's fun.
Gosh, I don't know. My list is getting so long.
I know.
I just have these other two sweaters that have to get finished. I feel like I've got to move on. Okay, wait, are we talking about that one?
No, we're doing this one, Hamilton. Wait a minute, did I
love
skip
that
one?
one.
Okay, next is Hamilton.
I'm skipping that one. But it's awesome.
Well, show the picture, it's pretty. That's gorgeous.
I love this.
There's a little fringe there.
I just think that is so cool.
If I had included everything that you said you loved, we would have turned every single page, and then we'd be out of time.
But look at the fringe on that.
It is cute.
Afterwards.
I had to cut cute things. I don't know what to
You
say.
guys will have to come in and look for
You have to
yourself.
come see the magazine.
So Hamilton is the next
alright.
flagged one. And that's Alpaca Classic and Felted Tweed held together.
Let me get there. Oh, that's
Beautiful
what happened to that
shape.
one?
That's a cowl. Hamilton.
Oh.
So the shaping is so fun on that. The shaping is
okay, and this
gorgeous.
is fun. Look at the marling.
First
on
of all,
that.
it's marled with
Yep.
Alpaca Tweed and Alpaca Classic. I'm sorry, Felted Tweed and Alpaca Classic. So
But
that's fun.
Look at these shapes. I mean,
that's so
Gotta get close.
that's
cute.
super flattering.
Very flattering.
These right in here.
So raglan, but it's very nice.
These are all just doable for
Knit
everybody.
in the round. Yeah, it's
I love
beautiful.
that blue and olive together. That's really pretty.
So pretty. This would be fun. Okay, and then also October, there's like 15 new colors of felted tweed coming to the already very
and
extensive
to the
lineup of
yarn
colors.
bar.
To the yarn bar,
To the
of
yarn
course.
bar, not
But
just
they're
to the
cave
world.
colors, so they're going to be, and felted tweed is going
Vibrant.
to do a black, which in the whole felted tweed scheme of things is new and apparently has been requested for a while. So
Okay.
that's
Ooh, we
fun.
get to talk about a different yarn.
What's next?
Brushed fleece.
Oh, that's a beautiful one.
Okay. This is the.
Oh, we're not doing this one either. Okay.
I know.
Alrighty.
All right. So the next one we're going to talk about is called Fiction,
That's a cozy, comfy,
and this is
beautiful cardigan.
Erica Knight, right?
Yep. It's
Yeah.
an Erica Knight design.
We love Erica Knight. She always has simple shapes, but well designed.
She's been
yeah,
designing for a long time.
She's not just a fly by night.
No,
she knows what she's doing.
She knows what she's doing. She's worked. She was actually one of the. She helped create felted Kid Silk Haze back in the early days of Rowan. But
And
now
brushed-
she's back doing some designing for Rowan, and brushed fleece is yummy.
And it's
like
new to the shop.
Mhm.
That's a new one you
Yeah.
it's like
have to come in and feel.
So that air blown kind of lightweight fluff, it's yummy, and that is something that is in a lot of yarns right now. I don't know if this is like new technology for them or just it's back. And Anyway, so that would be wonderful. Erica's kind of designs in the book are focusing on really the fact that a lot of us are home and still wanting
and
to kind of
the comfy side.
really, of course, we're.
I mean, that sweater is sort of like a short bathrobe.
Yeah, that would be so nice to just.
But classier.
Jacket.
Look classier. It's a.
I'm always gonna spend all my days in bed
knitting. No, it's a nice sweater to have
on your couch.
And then she's got some nice home designs
with a really
too.
cozy blankie.
And she is going to use for those. She's doubling up big wool.
And we've got some new.
And there's also new colors of big wool.
That would be awesome in your house.
There's brights, and then big wool is also just. We've loved it. It's beautiful yarn.
That blanket is called sea kale,
Sorry, thank you.
and that would go really,
Then
really quickly.
We have orange.
Right. So Erica did not feature any of Rowan's new colors for the big wool, but she does use some of the beautiful blues.
And she
And
kind of
grays.
has like a little spot where she kind of blends them together.
Mhm.
So
They're doubled up on size 19 for those. And
Man.
then she also has a sweater in there that's doing the
I
same
might have
thing.
to like make one.
Mhm.
So
Okay, sorry.
okay. Oh wait, we've got okay. So that's the Rowan book. So you'll have to come in, look at it for yourself.
A small sample of
we
the
got
Rowan book.
extra. We got extra because we knew this was going to be.
We know it's a good one. And then another of the new fall publications from Rowan is from Arnie and Carlos.
Yay!
Yep.
Love them.
Yep,
Yeah.
we do. We all love them. So new Nordic, it's like modern Norwegian.
So kind of takes the traditional elements,
Mhm.
but kind of takes them into another modern direction. So you're not just wearing your classic yoke sweater. They've taken some of those designs and kind of blown them up.
Just
Really.
old, in the old churches in Norway, they've taken some of those paintings
scrolls
and
or
the carvings,
paintings. Yep.
and they've stylized that for 2020. And this book is beautiful. I know they did the photo shoot right before the shutdown, and so their models and some
That's
of the
so
design
pretty.
team were
Yeah, I
up
love
in
that.
Norway, and in the UK they just don't get the
You
snow.
can really see the big, just blown up, but
Mhm.
in a cool way.
Mhm.
So again, the photos are phenomenal in here too, as with all of the Rowan things. So fun designs from Arnie and Carlos
And they used felted tweed, kid silk haze,
and alpaca.
and alpaca
And it's
classic
kind of
on
your new
those.
favorite, I
Mhm.
think.
Bring that one in closer with the green one with the sleeves.
That's a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's color work. It's cool.
And
It's
that's
innovative.
felted tweed.
Mhm. And so with the new felted tweed coming in, the new colors in October, that would be very
And they've
fun
done
to
a
throw
bit
in
of
there.
marling in here,
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
they have a different word for it. We just call it marling.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one's called trim. You look so trim.
Yep. Fun.
Okay, so that's
So-
part one. We
Yes.
have so much fall stuff to talk about
Mhm.
that we're breaking it up over 2 weeks. So you have to come back
Or more. You never know.
next week,
Yeah.
Tuesday at
We'll have
9:30.
a little bit different format next week.
Back to the split screen.
Yeah, because I'm going to Cannon Beach,
Woohoo.
Oregon.
Yay!
All right, so yeah,
Have fun.
yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
More fall yarns.
Yep.
Next
We'll talk to you
Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
All right.
See you later, guys.